Another World Championship opportunity, Tony.
Yeah.
Talk about what the journey to get to this World Tournament.
The journey was I had to win 2 matches tonight. You know, I hear a lot of people kind of like Dake, Taylor, those guys talk about how they're training to beat Burroughs. And one of the biggest things that I think separates everyone in that weight class and what's going to separate me is Burroughs isn't training to beat Dake and Taylor. Burroughs is training to beat the best guys in the world. You know, I'm training to beat the best guys in the world. I'm not training to beat Cologne, to beat Escobedo, McDonough, Graf, whoever's there in the finals. So I think that's what's, you know, going to separate me this year from what I was doing last year, just coming off an NCAA tournament and kind of jumping right into this.
But Tony, you saw what Cologne did against McDonough. That had to do something to you, didn't it?
Not at all. Did you see the second period? It looked like McDonough was drilling. You know, just kind of falling over. I don't know what happened. You're up 10-1 and you just scored. Go finish the match. Go get the tech fall. So, you know, Cologne doesn't have an offensive leg attack. He's got underhooks. You shut down his underhooks, you shut down his match.
It seemed as though you guys had Cologne scouted really well. McDonough executed that game plan in the first period. Did you have the same scouting, and did you feel you could execute the same way you did in that first period?
Yeah, it's something you talk about. I really don't have a game plan going into matches. If you ever heard Chael Sonnen talk about going into fights, people have game plans. When someone hits you upside the head, your whole game plan's out the window. So you just got to be able to react and wrestle.
How was going through your head as the challenge was happening in that second?
I knew I didn't expose. It was, it kind of tilted me a little bit, but I knew I never broke 90. One of my biggest areas that I'm good at in that position is keeping my chest to the mat. You know, my shoulders might have turned a little bit, but not enough to expose. And to be honest, I don't even think I gave up that push shot. I swear he stepped out first. But what's the point of reviewing it? I was still winning the match. Just let it go.
Tony, have you had enough international experiences last year's Worlds?
I think so. You know, I had a couple rough matches against Bonnet from Cuba. He's actually never made weight yet, so let's see him make weight and compete. So a lot of people said I was 10 pounds, 15 pounds heavier than him at that match. We weighed exactly the same. That was a mock fake weighing that they did, everyone heard. So, you know, they can run their mouth, they can say what they want on the internet, they can hate me, they can say they're cheering against me. Are you American or not?
You love that when people challenge you on the internet, don't you?
I love it. I love being challenged. I love challenges, and that's why I step up every time for them.
How much better you have to get in the next couple months? I mean, obviously step one, but now...
You know, one thing I know you noticed that second match is I let him wrestle in spurts. As Terry kept saying, he's wrestling in spurts, I got to control all the spurts that he gives and not even let it be close. You know, don't let that questionable call happen. Don't get rushed into that shot I took at the end or finish that shot like I did in the first match.
Your ability to reshoot and score, how key is that for you to dictate?
It's very big. You know, I'm not worried if a guy comes to me. I can throw my legs back, I can get back under him, I can score on a front headlock. You know, I scored in many different positions that I don't think he was ready for that first match. I ankle picked him, I scored off a drag off 2-on-1. They're expecting me to come from an inside tie to a single. And you heard Schwab telling him, he only goes from the inside the whole match. I'll adapt in the middle of the match. That's how the best win. They adapt during the situations.
Tony, if you had one word to describe last year's World experience for you, what was it?
Miserable. You go out there, you travel, you work your butt off, and then you wrestle one match and it's over.
Think about Vegas, American fans. Is that something that's going to get the juices going with Tony Ramos?
I'm very excited to see the crowd I had here. My whole family's already booked trips. I told them to hold on and relax and at least wait till this is over, but you know, now we're going full force, getting ready for Vegas.
Safe money, safe bet on you in Vegas?
Yep, I think it is.